ISQD. The integration of humanity is purposeful only at the global level. Today, the world economy already functions as a single system. However, it still relies on an obsolete model of quantitative growth, whose principles no longer correspond to the real dynamics of global processes. Therefore, any attempts to form local integration blocks at the level of districts, states, or regional unions, if they are not embedded in a unified global logic of development, inevitably generate contradictions within the already objectively existing global system. Since the system of quantitative growth is completing its historical role, a new global algorithm is required, a system of qualitative development capable of replacing the old paradigm, appeal, program, DRIMEX.net. It is precisely this new system that must define the principles of unification and integration of all local structures, ensuring their coherence with the holistic development of the world. Naturally, the unification of humanity into a single system cannot be achieved instantaneously. However, a global idea and a single global algorithm must guide and structure all local integration processes. Whether it is the North American Union, USA, Canada, Mexico, the European Union, BRICS, or any other association, all of them must operate within the common global system of qualitative development, and not within the dying model of quantitative growth. 1. The role of ISQD as a transitional model of global unification. Taking into account the growing processes of self-organization of sovereigns, people, citizens who are the true sources of any power, the transition to the system of qualitative development can be carried out through the ISQD program, the International System of Qualitative Development. Already today, tens of thousands of ISQD participants in Russia form the largest core of this global movement among 53 countries on 8 continents of the earth, whose citizens are also participants in ISQD. Thus, ISQD DRIMEX already represents a branched, structured system and a functioning algorithm of global integration based on the principles of qualitative development. 2. The problem of local integration projects. The creation of any new local unions within the framework of the old system of quantitative growth is not merely meaningless, it exacerbates contradictions between regions and accelerates the degradation of the outdated model. A telling fact, the price of gold in the world is determined by a small group of people. Only 5 individuals step into the future, DRIMEX.net. This reflects the essence of the old paradigm, limitation, hierarchy, and concentration of power over the basic parameters of the global economy in the hands of a narrow circle of people. Under such conditions, it is naive to expect that local alliances such as BRICS will be able to rise from their knees or become an alternative to the West. This does not correspond to the level of strategic thinking required of leaders who claim real participation in the development of humanity. It is logical and necessary to move from the old global model to the new global system of qualitative development, directing all integration processes into a single channel. 3. The possible role of Russia in the transition to a new global system. A starting point for such a constructive global transformation could be a step with symbolic, ideological, and organizational significance. The renaming of the Russian Federation to the Union of Perfect Fair Development, UPFD, UDSSR, RF, UPGE, DRIMEX.net. This step would inevitably create a new center of attraction, around which all local unions and states of the world could gradually unite into a single global Union of Perfect Fair Development, UPFD, on the basis of qualitative development in the order of creating a good globalization. 4. The dangers of a new world order based on quantitative growth. Attempts to build a new world order, a bad globalization, as well as various local unions within the principles of the dying system of quantitative growth will inevitably end in collapse. These initiatives carry enormous risks and losses for humanity as they contradict the objective logic of changes in world development. We live in our bodies for only 2 to 3 billion seconds, 63-95 years. Is it worth spending these priceless seconds on projects that are doomed in advance to a negative outcome? 5. Final appeal. Therefore, I appeal to all leaders, architects, and operators of current integration processes. Reconsider the algorithms of your activity before it is too late, so that it will not be unbearably painful for wasted, meaningless years. Alexander Schmidt, 06-12-2025.
We march toward a world so bright, where ideas matter most of all. Qualitative development shines its light, a beacon for everyone, not just for one. The world is one, it blazes whole, but the old model loses ground. Quantitative growth no longer holds. We need a new power shining all around. Local unions' paths are wrong. Too many contradictions roam. We need a global system strong, so all nations can live in peace at home. We march toward a world so bright, where ideas matter most of all. Qualitative development shines its light, a beacon for everyone, not just for one. Russia stands at the center of change. The UPFD sparks global integration. ISQD and DRIMEX link and arrange, transforming the world's foundation.
BRICS and unions on old ways cannot lift the world from its knees. Only a new system in harmony's blaze will bring all people true peace and ease.
We live in this body just 2 to 3 billion seconds. Do not waste them, do not let them slip away. Together we are strength, together we are the world. Qualitative development guides us forward every day. We march toward a world so bright, where ideas matter most of all. Qualitative development shines its light, a beacon for everyone, not just for one. We march toward a world so bright, where ideas matter most of all. Qualitative development shines its light, a beacon for everyone, not just for one. We march toward a world so bright, where ideas matter most of all. Qualitative development shines its light, a beacon for everyone, not just for one. The world is one, it lives as whole, but the old model loses ground. Quantitative growth no longer holds. We need a new power shining all around. Local Qualitative development shines its light, a beacon for everyone, not just for one. Russia stands at the center of change. The UPFD sparks global integration. ISQD and DRIMEX link and arrange, transforming the world's foundation. BRICS and unions on old ways cannot lift the world from its knees. Only a new system and harmony's blaze will bring all people true peace and ease. We live in this body just 2 to 3 billion seconds. Do not waste them, do not let them slip away. Together we are strength, together we are the world. Qualitative development guides us forward every day. We march toward a world so bright, where ideas matter most of all. Qualitative development shines its light, a beacon for everyone, not just